Okay, before we get started, we're going to need to discuss what you need. First off, we're going to want to get us a red candle. Something like this, okay? A standalone candle, not a glass one. You can burn this in 3 days. A glass one's going to take longer than 3 days, so not a glass candle. This is a kind of a smaller one. I love these. These are so awesome to use. They're compact. They don't take a whole long time to burn. But yeah, so you're going to use this. You want to make sure you cleanse it. You can run it under some cold water for a minute with the intention of just clearing off any other vibrations that may have got attached to it before it got to you. You're going to need a pack of brand new playing cards. Doesn't have to be this kind. Any kind will do. You're going to want a cigar of some kind. This is a Black and Mild. They're only $1 something. You can use any type of cheap cigar or cigarro, you know. If this is going to be used actually in day one for the consecration aspect of this ritual in day one. If there's a problem with you blowing smoke on your poppets, because that's what you'd be using this for. You can also use alcohol. I use rum for most of my shit. You can use rum, vodka, or whiskey, and I will show the other way of how to use this as well. You're going to want to get you some rosemary herb. You can find that at any of these markets, especially in the Hispanic section. They always got herbs in little packs for like $1. This is damiana. Okay, this is for the lust and passion aspect of it, because you want that lust and passion aspect of it. The rosemary is more for the love aspect, but we want both here, okay? I'm suspecting you do too. It's also a very good protectant herb. You're going to want about 10 inches of red yarn or string. Okay, make sure it's strong enough that it just won't break if you pull it with a little pressure, you know. Rip off a piece of brown paper bag, because we're going to use this too. Now, this is going to be a little bit harder to find, but they have eBay, thank God, and it's usually a lot cheaper. You're going to definitely need some of this. And yeah, see, I got my red string in here. I would put all these herbs in this one bag because I used it so many, but you're going to need some calamus root. Okay, some calamus root. I ordered this off of eBay. You're also going to need some licorice root. Okay, it comes in a lot of different ways. Sometimes it's more chipped up like that calamus root was, and then sometimes it comes in these long little pieces, bigger pieces. And finally, you're going to need a very small picture of you. I know my artwork is phenomenal and amazing, but let's focus, please, on the task at hand. And you're going to need a picture picture of your target, who you want to be, who you're binding yourself to. In addition to that, I would strongly suggest, if you have it, at the very least, you can do this with a name and a birth date, even if you had no pictures. If you have a picture, even better. What's even more better than that is if you have some of their DNA, i.e., a hair, maybe a piece of worn clothing, a piece of underwear. If it was a piece of underwear, you'd want to cut out a little piece of the crotch and use that. I'm talking about a little piece, all right? You're also going to want to add either your own sexual fluids or a hair of yours. I would suggest the sexual fluids because it's the most potent. Okay? If you don't have any of the stuff from your target, that's okay. As long as you have the name and the birth date, that's okay. If you don't have the birth date, as long as you have the name. And you still want to put some of your DNA in this too, because you're involved in this spell as well. So, as I mentioned, I don't know if I may have mentioned this, but you want to be sure to cleanse this candle. You can use rubbing alcohol and just wipe it down, Florida water, or you can just, put this under a faucet, have some cold water, and just put your intention that you are washing away any other vibrations or any energies that may have attached itself to this candle before it got to you. Okay, so that's what we're going to need. Let's get started.